નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. Adarsh Education Society welcomes you all here. Dear student friends, let's move ahead in our lesson. Listen before my point of view. Here, up till now we have seen that they managed to trace, to capture the idea about UFO, unidentified flying objects. For that, they managed mobile radar on the ground. But as UFO is non-metallic, all the efforts were in vain, because if it have been UFO, if it would have been metallic, then photonic effect, reflecting effect on radar would have been stressed, would have been traced, would have been captured. As it is non-metallic, nothing is there on radar screen. So that all the efforts were in vain. Now, what's that? Army official expressed concern over the inability of agencies, inability here, helplessness, or without capacity to perform something work here to get exact idea about UFO. For that, they were having inability, helplessness, or incapability. This was the condition for the agencies who were trying to solve the problem, the idea, the notions, the views about UFOs. That was their concern. Army official expressed concern over the inability of agencies to identify the objects. What is the meaning of that unidentified flying objects? How it is made? From which metal it is? What they are doing here? All the efforts were in vain, because they could not trace the same UFO on the screen. Why? Non-metallic existence. Some believe that there could be surveillance equipment. Surveillance equipment means when you are having possession of something, that kind of equipment, instrument is there. Or it can be the instrument for measuring weather. If it is so, then we would come to know that from which company, from which agency, from which country or company tried to have analysis for this or that. If we will go towards that UFO with our plane, with our rocket, we would have touched it, grabbed it, captured it. But that is also not possible. Why is it so? We are having identity, it is with yellowish color. 3 to 5 hours, not minutes. 3 to 5 hours, it is there in the sky. Apart from that, it starts from this horizon and moves gradually in this way, in this direction. So that horizontal motion is also marked there. Existence is 3 to 5 hours together. Yellowish color is there. But as it is non-metallic, nothing is possible with mobile ground radar. Helpless, inability, inability without capacity, incapability. Sources said that. Now once again we will concentrate over the words sources. Sources means what? Sources means press report. Sources means army troops. Sources means witness. Sources means an astronaut. What is their opinion? That opinion of all these sources is equal to here. If I will add I myself, then this will be the individual, and that individual, this is my opinion, so that this my opinion is equal to my point of view, and that is our item, my point of view. Mine indicates my own ideas, my own views, my own notions, my own thinking, my own imaginary addition, what I felt, what I understood, what I thought, that is mine. And that is my vision. That is added here. This is of astronaut. This is of army. This is of press. This is of an expert. Leave it. What I believe, what I feel, that is my point of view. The same thing. So that the word is used here, sources. From these many different aspects have different notions about UFO, and from there what I have concluded, collected all the views, all the ideas, all the notions in such a way that I get here, and that sources what believe, that I will say in the form of point of view. If I will add myself over there, then that will become my point of view. The word is used here. Last paragraph, first word, sources, is much more important for us to understand this thing. Sources say that similar reports were made 5 or 6 years ago about the sightings of NFO. 5-6 years ago also, army groups made report for NFO as they have seen it. What they have seen it? Yellowish, 3 to 5 hours together, horizontal motion. 5 to 6 years ago, they also reported it. But the thing is what? All are helpless, as it is non-metallic. If it is metallic, we will get a reflection of photonic image. It is non-metallic, so that reflection of photons will not be possible there. And so that sightings of such objects is equal to NFOs. But the matter was never taken up at higher levels. Taken up means to put forward to the higher authorities. It was told, it was reported that NFOs are here. NFOs are with our territories. Suppose that if it is sent, this kind of thing is sent here with or by different cameras to get the informations about our soldiers, territories, weather, our preparation, everything, then we would be in trouble. In this way, we have to think for this in detail. If we will not take it seriously, then we would be in trouble. But it was not taken up, it was not put forward to towards the higher authorities so that they will manage something, they will try something through which they would be able to understand, they would be able to get the idea about UFO, unidentified flying objects. In this way, we have completed generalization, general ideas about UFO. Now, next lecture onwards, we will move ahead with the concentration on my point of view. Why is it so? Suppose that I read this entire article in front of you. Now I will ask you individually, Mr. X, Mr. Y, please stand up. What do you think for this UFO? When I ask to you individually at that time what you feel, what you think, what's your opinion, that would be my point of view for you. It can be correct, it can be wrong, because my point of view would be according to my understandings, it would be according to my notions, according to my knowledge, according to my observation. Everything is based on I myself. And so that next time onwards, having all these ideas in mind, a particular person what feels, what thinks, what expresses, what speaks, that will be my point of view on his or her part. That is this lesson. We will move ahead with the same lesson, with the same concept next time onwards. Till that time, whatsoever you want to write from here, write down so that it can be helpful to you to understand this lesson in a right way. Thank you. Thanks a lot to you all. Thank you. Thanks a lot for joining us.